still open, worshippers still kissing icons, which are then disinfected. It's not ideal, but the church says it's trying to keep Russians calm. If we closed the churches, our Orthodox people could start panicking as they want to pray, says this priest. But we'd rather they abstain from kissing the icons, he adds. It doesn't seem to be much to ask amid a viral pandemic. But Russians have good reason to be uncertain of the threat. In a country of more than 140 million and a vast border with China where the virus originated, fewer than 700 people have so far been confirmed as infected. Officials say timely action to seal borders, quarantine infections and monitor with face recognition technology people who could spread the virus has spared Russia the catastrophe now befalling other states. Just like the church, it's a message of calm, not caution, that Russia's political leaders most want to spread. Even President Putin, 67 years old, so at higher risk, has been declaring the outbreak under control and better than in other countries, while pictured on state media meeting crowds and shaking hands. It's certainly not social distancing. But even the Russian leader admits the country's low official tally may obscure a much deeper crisis.
Here's the thing. The authorities may not possess the full information because people, A, sometimes don't report it, and B, they do not themselves know that they are sick.
And this is not the action of a government relaxed about coronavirus. A new hospital being thrown up rapidly outside Moscow, which would significantly increase Russian capacity to cope with a surge of infections. Kremlin critics, including one doctor close to a leading Russian opposition figure, suggest what's been happening in Russia up until now is a cover-up.
Doctors from hospitals that are practically being turned into centres for treating patients with coronavirus are reaching out to us. Instead of honestly talking about this, the authorities are masking the assignment of beds and calling them beds for patients with pneumonia and acute respiratory viral infections.
Russian officials deny there's been any misleading information. And in recent days, Putin has finally been shown in full protective gear visiting a hospital, engaging with this crisis. And while the number of confirmed infections in Russia remains suspiciously low, it seems to be bracing itself for much worse to come.